Hello, viewers. Welcome to another interview segment with Somi. Today we have Anny Art on set. You're welcome on set.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Ovia Anita of Anny Art Studio, actually, lead photographer, Anny Art Studio. I'm happy to be here. It's my pleasure.
So, could you tell us what inspired your journey into photography?
Okay, what inspired my journey? I'd say I'm a tech person. I've always been a tech person, the system kind of person. So, I started off as graphic design, and then I moved to photography, and it all kick-started well during the lockdown, the coronavirus lockdown. Everybody was at home, and then there was this thing. If you are comfortable with TY Bello, she's a photographer and also a singer. So she did this challenge, at home photography with TY. So what you do basically, you use your phone to snap basically anything, tag her on Instagram, edit to your phone and tag her on Instagram. So I participated, but I was never featured on her platform. But even at that, that was like, because me seeing other people's work was just like a motivation. So I could do this. I informed my parents, and they were really really supportive, and then they put me up to learn it. So that's like the motivation, and I'm a creative person, so that's like the whole thing. I just like being creative. I like being creative with my picture. I don't like doing the conventional picture, even though you do it because some people that's just what they will ever appreciate. But for myself and for what I represent, creativity.
So, could you tell us some of your inspiration ideas? Like you're talking about being creative, like what are the things that you draw inspiration from, or the people that you draw inspiration from in your niche?
Okay, God is my number one inspiration, then secondly Big H. So it's more like I look up to him, his pictures are like what I want to be. His pictures are my future. Like they are the future things I really want to do. So I look to him for inspiration. I look to the scriptures. There are things I do. Like I do this uh making scriptures, pictures. Like sometimes I take Bible stories. Like there was this one I did 2 years ago, Samson and Delilah. I did it was a Valentine series. So I depicted a picture of Samson and Delilah and gave a write-up. So that's like the inspiration. I just like to create like something out of the box, something that when people we will see divinity in the pictures. That's how I see Big H pictures, and he's also a Christian, so that's like my major inspiration. Yeah.
Okay, so you've talked to us about your inspiration. What are the services you render?
Okay, Anny Art Studio. We render photography services, obviously. We render videography services. We render framing, printings, events coverage, training, and you can find us anywhere. Google, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. This is a Gen Z generation now, so we are everywhere. Everywhere that is called social media, you find us. They're just Anny Art. That's it. So. Yeah.
What are some challenges you faced in your business, and how have you been able to navigate your way through it, and what were the lessons you learned from it?
As a photographer, there are so many challenges. Number one is funding. It took me long enough to get my main camera, like not like I did not have camera, like a very very good camera. Yes, funding is no matter how you have money, no matter how rich you are, you see that there's no excess gadgets. You just keep buying. You hear that this one is this light is this, you keep buying. So funding is number one. Then number two, as a female photographer in the field, which is dominated mainly by men, guys, discover that people will psychologically think that they are just better, or they will do it better than you, or they are more competent than you. So it's kind of a challenge because you are coming up and you are still a female at that. So they'll just rather give their money to someone else. They don't want to experiment. But even now that, okay, you've made a name, I feel maybe to an extent I've proved myself competent enough. So you still see that there are still some people who won't really take you as a lady as the person they want to pay rather, do you get? So that's a challenge. Thirdly, the environment is not really, I won't just say for myself, like there's still some people that don't understand the value of photography. So you have to, not just this time around, you are not just preaching that you should render your services to them, they should pay for your services. You are now preaching why they should and the importance. So normally in those developed areas, like, okay, you are just telling them to pay for your services, but this time around you are preaching why you are charging what you are charging. Everything you have to explain it. So I think the society, like the region, niche, our niche, yeah, it's not really. Even though there are some people who will still pay unapologetic for your services, but there are still some that don't find it funny. So they want to ask you questions and know why you are not charging 100 naira. So that's like the thing. And how I navigate through funding, I don't think I have totally overcome. In fact, no, it's just something that is gradual. And this equipment, when you buy them, it's not like they're perishable. So it's really like going to, it's an asset. So just, even if it's going to take you a whole year to buy one, just take that time and buy it. So even though you need it, you can borrow from, make friends, network, borrow from your colleagues. Just make sure you keep it well, and you see they'll give you. That's the thing. I was listening to this one of my mentors, and he was like, he collected something from his friend. I was like, even as you reach, so really there's no. Then secondly, we're talking about competence, gender, all those stuff. So the thing is just for you to prove yourself. Yes, most times it's what they feel, they trust, they go for. Depending, even though you are cheaper, this other person is cheaper, but if they can trust you, they can see there's so much value I'll get from this thing. Trust me, they will pay for yourself, even though it's far 3 times more expensive. So if they can satisfy their psychological need, they will logically give excuse for it. So if they can psychologically say that, okay, this is what I want, they can psychologically feel that psychological aspect. Yes, they'll just look for any logical reasons to make up for it. So still talking about the gender stuff. So there's this thing my mom always says. She says, in this society we are, excellence has no discrimination, right? But we all know that, yes, like I was saying, in this society we are. Sometimes it might actually have discrimination, like being good, rather, we have discrimination. But trust me, excellence, when you are that good, trust me, they will forfeit any other reason they have and just give it to you because you are that competent. You say, if you are 50% good and your I'll call competitor is 50% good or 51% good, they will take the other gender. But if you are 100% or 90 something, they have no choice. So you just prove yourself what the money they want to give you. So that's it. Then thirdly, talking about the society, it's a gradual stage. I can remember when I started and where I am now. I can remember that what I was charging then and what I'm charging now. And if I thought that these people will pay the money they are paying now, I will not even. I thought it's something that will happen in like 10 years, but they are doing it. But just maintain, keep at it, and just keep doing what you are doing. You see them, they will come. Yes.
So how has networking helped you grow in your business?
Every business, networking is like one of the top factors, because this is a society of human beings, and then you don't have everything. Someone else might have what you're looking for. Someone else might know someone that have what you're looking for. So that's when networking comes in place. because I resound and resound this even most times when I'm teaching my students or anybody close to me, like the effect and the importance of networking. There's something Big H says. He says, don't see humans, don't see people as paychecks, see them as real life human being. You can now understand that, okay, this person can actually be my friend. You should not just see them as people you can collect money from. That one is there, of course, but you can also see them as people you can build relationships, sustainable relationship to. And it might be it might just be 2 persons to the governor or 2 persons to the president, who knows. So it's people that are in that place, and you might not, and that thing, don't just judge people based on their appearance or based on, sometimes they might not have the money but they have the relationship. So try and build friends, try and build people that can actually call you, and don't just be, I know you are maybe that introvert, but being an introvert, your business and with you being an introvert, it will not give you the money you're looking for. It will not give you those customers you're looking for, because you have to go out there, you have to network, you have to socialize and get the network and friends and the relationship as much as you can. Because it's this person that will tell this person that, my friend takes nice pictures, or I know this girl, she's my classmate. I know this. I know maybe you don't want to, it's not your person to do that, but you still have to for your business. You don't do business based on your feelings. That's one thing I've learned too over time. You don't do it, I know you are the owner of the business, but you don't put your feelings ahead of your business. Not like you are not in the mood to post, so you don't post. No, that's wrong. You don't not posting, it affects your business. So you prioritize that, at least for your business, talking about business, you get. So networking is really, 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 you have to know people. Even if it's not people that will give you money, but people that can save you from that trouble, or people that can call the police or something. Just, they are people, so everything is people. In every office, there is people, not animals. So you have to build relationship with those same people. So
how can you influence someone out there that thinks money is a challenge, is a barrier, and to start a business, and not knowing that there are available resources that can be used to start a business, and also for them to see value in what they have now, than thinking, oh, I want to start big, I need the big money before I start. How can they start?
The Bible says, if you are not faithful in little things, you cannot be in big things. So you have to be faithful in that little thing you have. Even though if it's just you and your phone, at least, talking about photography, even though it's just you and your phone you have at the moment, if you're not faithful with it, because I know when I started snapping with phone. I was snapping literally everything. I can still send you pictures of when I started the TY Bello stuff I was talking about. Just, that was how I started.
And
now.
You didn't need money to start.
I did not use money. I was using my phone to snap. I would go to, I was using, people were paying me. Then at a point, people started paying me to like use my phone to snap and print. You get? So it started off like that before I did not prioritize money first. If you come into business with the intention or the mindset of money, you won't grow. That's just the thing. But if you come in, okay, this is what you're interested in. When I get new students, the first question I ask, why are you coming into photography? Is it because of the money that is involved, or you can get, or you are purpose driven, but this is what you want to do? It's just your hobby or calling. So because that's very crucial, because if it's otherwise, if it's for money, when you just start getting money, you won't want to grow. And that's why some people are where they are today, where they are stuck in that matrix. They are not moving forward. But if it's like a purpose, there's no comfort zone for you. You just keep improving and improving. So you should not have money first as your reason to indulge in any business at all. For instance, someone that does this buying of clothes and the rest. If you want a shop and the rest before you start selling, you won't. Well, okay, when you set up, who did you keep clients outside for yourself? The thing is, you build first with your phone, you start posting online, okay, this clothes, even though it's not you that have it, like you can be the agent. Then when you build a customer base, before you can now set up a shop and say, okay, I'm getting a shop for myself, and then I know I have people that trust me that I can actually deliver. So that's where you start. You don't just wait and sit down for money. If you sit down for money, you are wasting your time. You wait. Even when the money comes, you have other bills to sort out, and you might not really. So just don't wait for. Start with what you have. If you can sing, don't wait for a mic. Just shout as loud as you can. They will hear you. So that's just the thing. So don't wait for money. It will come once you just align yourself. Yeah.
As we round up, I would love you to advise the young entrepreneurs and intending entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I will advise you to get a skill, learn something. I always say this: know something about everything and know everything about something. It's not, if it's not going to hurt you, why don't you just learn it? So it might not just be one thing. You could be as much as you like. The thing is, just learn skills. Skills is something that you can take anywhere to. You can, wherever you are, you can use your skill. People need it. So that's where you now monetize it. So it could start off as a hobby. It could start off as something you just like doing. But soon enough, you see that that thing you just love doing, people pay a huge amount of money to get it done. So that's why you just monetize it, and you see that you make great money out of it. So get a skill. It's very, very, very important to get a skill. Secondly, consistency. You cannot you don't think that because you see my work or our work, and then you just feel like we started yesterday, or you can just, I know there's room for you growing but it takes gradual process. You cannot just wake up and be there. Even to the level I am now, I'm not even where I want to be. So it's something you have to keep going and just keep going, and then you see that it just gets brighter, it just gets better. Not just even for your skill and competence, even for people to trust you, take time. Exactly. So there are some people who maybe 3 years ago they did not patronize me because they felt I was not competent enough, but now they really need my services and they want my services so much. So that's the thing with growth and consistency. You just keep doing it, and then even if the people you want are not coming to you, trust me, when you just grow, just like a mango tree, when it starts coming up, you don't see people gathering near it to pluck, but when it's up, you see everybody coming. So that's how it is. They will beg to use your services. So the third thing I will say is it's very, very important for you to have a mentor. It's for you to have someone you look up to. It keeps you motivated to see someone that have already passed through where you are intending to pass. So it keeps you motivated that if this person could do it, I too can do it. So it's just having a mentor is good, and it helps even sometimes when you're discouraged, a mentor can really, really help you and inspire you to grow and the rest. So having a mentor, someone you are loyal to, someone you call boss, is very important. Even to the level you think you are so high, you should still have a boss, someone, a mentor, someone that will teach you and will guide you. So
wow, we've learned so much from Anny Art. It's been awesome today. So I would love to read what you've learned in the comment section. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification button so you don't get to miss our next interview segment. Thank you.